Hi guys, how are you doing this evening? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever the time is, wherever you are very welcome to my channel. I appreciate that you want to spend a few minutes of your time today with me. Thank you for that. On today's episode of Vlogmas, I want to share my story of how I entered into the hand of loan sharks, how I suffered in their hand throughout 2022, and how I was able to deliver myself from loan sharks. All of you who live in Nigeria understand that at the moment there is a proliferation of loan sharks all over. People are begging you to take loans. There are always USSD codes for you to just press. Do you need money right now? Sometimes they will even come to you in text messages. And if you have not set your phone in such a way that they can go to spam, they will continually come. You need money for the weekend. You need money to flex. You need money for this and for that. And the temptation is just all over. Things are hard enough already as it is for a lot of people. Sometimes even to feed is a problem for plenty people. So there are a lot of people that are in the hand of loan sharks. What even prompted me to do this video is because yesterday I saw somebody who was sharing the message that that a loan shark went and placed all over in his neighborhood. Look at it here, that he has HIV. Very, very crazy loan shark people. So I'm going to tell you how I entered into loan sharks, how I even began to deal with them. You know, when I even began to understand that there were people called loan sharks, and how I entered their hand. You know what? My case is different because I have actually handled matters for a friend of mine who was in the hand of loan sharks, and loan sharks were making her miserable. I was the one who mediated in this matter, and then later on when I finished, I went and fell into it. Why? Because times are hard, and sometimes you can just find yourself in a position where your back is against the wall and there's nothing you can do about it, so you just have to take the loan. And that was what happened in my case. Okay, I have three friends that entered into the hand of these loan sharks. You know, you can just be sitting down and you receive a text message or a WhatsApp message or even a call from somebody telling you that somebody from your contacts and co has taken out a loan, this and that, that and this. So the first time that it happened to me, I actually sat down to chat with the loan people. They did it on WhatsApp, and they were telling me that this person has said he's a chronic debtor, and if he has not paid, they are warning the general public and everything. I already know of loan sharks. So I chatted the person up. I was thinking maybe it's one small money that I can just pay so that they can leave my friend alone. And this is a man that I know very, very well. He's a very good friend of mine. He has family. He recently became widowed, and his wife is from somewhere in Nigeria where burial can be very, very financially tasking. So I understood when I was told that he took out a loan. I just knew that man, he probably took it to add to the burial expenses for burying his late wife. So I was sympathetic, and I thought I should just chat with them. Let me know if I can pay off the money. But by the time we finished with those loan apps people, next thing was that the guy was even I said, how can you say he should pay within 2 weeks? Say yes, it's not I was like, wait for salary to come first so that he can pay you when he's buoyant. They did not give him a salary loan, this, that is. And I told him, no, that's a very sharp practice, and it's not okay for you to do something like that to your victims. The long and short of the matter is that me and those loan shark people, the person who was their agent, the person ended up calling me goat, calling me an idiot, calling me enemy of progress, and I was like, there is no professionalism at all. So I'm going to tell you, including the names of the loan sharks that I think you need to avoid, and then the ones that come a bit recommended, how I entered into their hand and everything. So that's the first time. Then the second time, both of them are my friends, and they were calling me to tell me that this person is a chronic debtor, this and that. But since we already knew and we're all lawyers, I just called her. I said, see, these people have called me, and we burst into laughter. They will call her again. And in my friend's case, because she has the resilience, a lot of people don't have that resilience to deal with the kind of dragging that loan sharks can do to you. So, but in her case, she was very resilient. So she laughed about it and told me that she's not going to pay them. And that was how she didn't pay them for about 3 or 4 months until she was ready to pay them. And that was when she paid them, and then they got off her neck. Okay, so there are some people who are resilient like that. Some are not. People have become suicidal. People have gone into depression because they don't know what to do with loan sharks and the problems on their neck. So let me tell you, in my own story, when I first took it out, I took 40,000 naira. And the truth of the matter is that right now, I can't even tell you what exactly it was that I needed that 40K to do, that I collected that money from them. But I collected the money, and then by the time my salary came in, You know, the thing is, there's something they say in Hausa: when your salary comes in, there are a million and one expenses that are waiting for you. And I was not able to pay back first month, second month, third month. And so I negotiated with them to be allowed to pay them in bits. These people were like, okay, no problem. So that was what happened. I paid in bits. But even though I was paying in bits, just 40K, if you're listening to me and you're laughing, I used to be. But yes, I have seen Sakpa this year. I saw serious Sakpa that I could not pay off a loan of 40K. Some people would be like, but 40K is not small, especially when the interest begins to accumulate. Man, you will feel sorry for yourself. So that was what I did in my case when I collected the loan, and I decided that it's better I just pay these people off so that they will not have to start calling people of my case and everything, because me, I feel like this is my small reputation that I have. Let me protect it all. And so I began to pay them in bits. When my salary comes in, I will just pay small. When my salary comes in, I will just pay small. It got to a point anyway where, in order to, I didn't want them to get to that point where they start calling. And the loan apps are so many loan sharks all over the place. And so what I did at the beginning anyway was, I would take out a loan from this and then pay this one, take out a loan from this and pay this one, and before you even recover from this payment, this one is due. So that was how I found myself sinking deeper and deeper into debt. It was not easy at all. But here is the solution. Here's what I did that brought myself out. First and foremost, stop collecting the loans. Don't be tempted to collect the loans at all. If you are already in that position where you are thinking you should collect a loan from another person to pay another person, my brother, first of all, stop it. Don't collect any loan. Just negotiate with the ones that you are holding right now about how you can pay back small. That's a better alternative than to just go and continue collecting loans. Some people have collected, let's say, maybe 100,000 naira, 200,000 naira, and by the time they made a calculation of how much money they paid from borrowing, you collect from this one and give this one, collect from this one and give this one, the money was running into millions. So the money ran into millions. So the first thing that I did, and I will advise you to do, is to first of all stop collecting the loan. Then whoever is that loan company, renegotiate the terms of the loan. It may cost you a little more, okay, but renegotiate the terms of the loan so that you can pay them over a longer period of time, even if the interest is a bit higher. The interest rates are already high, and that's why most people cannot pay. But that's one of the only ways that you can get out of it if you are already inside of it. Do you understand? Then you now start paying small. And then secondly, trying to find ways to diversify your income so that you will be able to get some extra money that you will survive on and then continually pay those loans. Because while I was speaking with those loan app people, one of the things they told me that the reason why they resort to all these sharp practices of threatening people or defaming people's character and all that is because Nigerians are known to be bad debtors. And truth be told, that is the truth. Most people will collect a loan and they have no intention of paying. That's a very bad habit that we are known for in Nigeria. So please understand that if you collect a loan, whether from loan app or Sunny or from anybody at all, it's a test of your character. Pay it back. And it is because these loan sharks know that people around, even we amongst ourselves, we don't trust ourselves. And that is the reason why your neighbor will not give you a loan, even if he can't afford it. But loan apps will give you because they know that they have the machinery to harass you into paying. Okay? So that's how I basically got out of debt. And I'm very happy to inform you that I'm going to be entering 2023 without any loan shark on my neck by the special grace of Jesus Christ. Yes, let us thank God for that. So let me give you some advice on how to spot a loan shark. It doesn't necessarily mean that everybody who is online offering you loans is a loan shark. No. I will give you some advice on how to know a loan shark, how to avoid a loan shark, and then there are people who even have cunning ways of making sure that loan sharks don't have access to their contacts so that they can defame them. The first thing I'm going to tell you that I consider to be a red flag is this: any form of loan you are going to collect where there is no paperwork is something you should be afraid of. Because what does paperwork do? Make sure that whatever it is you are going to do is reduced into a contract between you and the people who are giving you the loan. It protects you and it protects them in the event that anything happens and we find ourselves in court. Now, this is Barrister Ajala giving you free information, free legal advice, okay? Reduce whatever terms that's going to exist between you people into a contract that is written. You sign your own, they sign their own, their agents sign their own, so that in the event that we find ourselves in court, the court has what they can use to hold them and hold you too. If they are going to unilaterally increase the interest rate, as they always do, then there's something that you have protecting you, which is the protection of the contract, okay? And then secondly, the ones that come on apps, check their ratings on Google, on the Google Play Store, okay? Those ones that are loan sharks that have a very, very bad rep among people, let me tell you something. People will always go back and give them bad reviews, and they will not even be active on the Google Play Store. So when people complain, they are not going to be willing to go and give an explanation or something like that. So if you see something like that, then please steer clear of them. Do you understand? Then there are some other the other thing that you have to understand is that any loan shark at all, their interest rates are unreasonably high. So if you see unreasonably high interest rates, if you see number 2, very poor ratings on the Google Play Store, and the absence of paperwork, these are the 3 signs that I believe should put you on notice that you are about to enter the hand of a loan shark. And unless it is absolutely necessary, why not just don't take out a loan from them? I advise that you take loans from microfinance banks instead. And there are some microfinance banks that are on the internet. Fair Money, Branch, and Carbon. Carbon is very, very good. They have numbers you can call. In fact, the CEO of Carbon herself at a point even gave an interview. She gave the interview to Fisayo, this famous fintech YouTuber. She gave him an interview. So you see, but for these other loan sharks, you don't even know who they are. You don't even know who they are. Some of them are working together with Chinese nationals to just take advantage of their own brothers. So if you see any loan shark where you are, any loan app company where you are not exactly sure, you're not exactly sure who the people behind it are, then it's better for you to just leave them alone. Don't collect their money at all, okay? Because let me tell you, one of the things I learned is that hunger is not going to kill you. Even if it's gari, even if it's to go back to the backyard of your house, cut grass or something like that, cut any vegetable, and it is better than to collect money from loan sharks until it is absolutely necessary. Do not. Check around you. There will always be a microfinance bank that is willing to give you loans. If there is no microfinance bank, there is Nisral. Yes, I think that we have to learn also as Nigerians to build our credits, because most of us don't even have any credit at all. We just think we should go and collect loan. That's all, okay? But when you build your credit, there should be a credit kind of bureau where people will be able to see your credit worthiness just from consulting those bureau members. That's how I wish that it's going to be. So you can take loan from microfinance banks because you are protected by paperwork, or even if it is online, take it from a licensed app that is registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission, NDIC, and then there is the Federal Consumer Protection something agency like that. I'm going to check the name and I'll write it down for you. Then I will also drop their link in the comment section. There's a federal agency that is given the mandate to protect Nigerians from loan sharks and all sorts of indiscriminate financial practices. Securities and Exchange Commission. So always check with them before you collect any loan from anybody. As a matter of fact, this body is I think it's the Federal Consumer something Protection Council, that other FCCPC, Federal something like that. Anyway, I'm not sure of the name right now, but this agency is so active that there used to be this loan app called Soko Loans. The government of Nigeria had to stand up because of the predatory practice of that Soko Loans, that they had to even take them down from the Play Store. And then I think they fined them 10 million naira in addition to so many other fines. I'm not sure those ones are even still in operation. And those other wicked ones like L Credit and Co, they better be on the lookout, because frankly speaking, man, the rate at which we are going, I don't think Nigerians are going to abide by loan sharks anymore for very long. I hope I made some point for you here. Remember that unless you absolutely have to, it is better for you not to even collect any loans at all. if you've been with me till now, it means you are enjoying my vlog, or you liked my face, or you like my voice, and I was making a lot of sense. I'd really appreciate for you to just like the video before you go. That will help me with the algorithm. And then subscribe if you like my content. Drop me a comment, let me know you're watching me from. As always, thank you so much. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.